Today I am doing a full face of makeup using all drugstore makeup products. Hey guys, welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Julie and I'll help you find the best affordable beauty, makeup, and fashion items. I'll show you how to enjoy your current makeup collection and help you to become more confident and elevate your beauty from the inside out by teaching you my best makeup techniques and sharing with you my most valuable life lessons. So if that resonates with you, you should subscribe and stay a while. Some of these I guess really most of these products I have been using pretty regularly, like for my everyday makeup. So I did want to get back into trying out the Profusion palettes. Like, I never reach for these that often, but I do really love Profusion eyeshadows. So I thought it would be fun to create a look with maybe both of these or maybe one. I haven't really decided what I want to do quite yet, but let's go ahead and apply foundation. And I'm just using Revlon Color Stay. And I already did my skincare and applied my sunscreen before I started filming. So I'll have those products listed down below. And all of the products I'm using today, I'll have listed and linked if you're curious about any of that. So I always have everything listed and linked that I'm using in my videos. So if you ever have questions about anything, just expand the description box, which is right below the video, and it will have all the information there. Got little Peps over here next to me today in the chair behind me. I know you guys can't really see her. I'll have to insert a picture or a little video clip so you guys can see what she looks like back there, just sleeping. Sometimes that's just like one of her spots where she likes to sleep during the day. So, and I don't blame her. That chair is super cozy, especially like with the little cozy warm blankets that I have draped over the chair. So it's like in the mornings whenever I'm just like waking up and journaling and doing my meditation and quiet time, that's like my spot where I like to sit in that chair. So it's definitely a well-loved spot in this room. And then for my concealer, I'm using my Maybelline Superstay Activewear Concealer. This has been my favorite concealer lately. And this foundation concealer routine is my go-to routine if I want my makeup to last like all day long. Like, this is such a long wearing like combination. Like, this will last me like 16 hours. So it's such a long wearing routine, and Revlon Color Stay is such a long wearing full coverage foundation. I mean, if you have been subscribed to my channel for a long time, you know how much I love that foundation, but it is a really great foundation if you're like new to my channel and you haven't heard much about Revlon Color Stay. I use the combination oily skin version. I find that that version is a lot, like, it's more long wearing than the normal dry skin formula, and also I don't really like the color range on the dry skin formula one. It is just like not the same. I don't feel like the formula is the same at all. So definitely recommend the oily combo, and I have more normal to dry skin. So I feel like any skin type can wear this foundation. The key to this is to either apply it with a damp makeup sponge or apply it with a damp makeup brush. And obviously make sure that you like prime and moisturize your skin beforehand. I feel like those are the keys to this foundation. It's not a foundation that you can apply with your hands or like with a dry brush. It can be kind of cakey and heavy. So yeah. And then to moisturize my lips, I'm just using my peppermint chapstick, or I guess this is actually the candy cane chapstick. I just love how minty and tingly this feels. So if you're sensitive to that, you would not like this product, but if you enjoy that, you will like this product. And then for my setting powder, I'm just using the L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable. It's like, look how much of the pan is already starting to show on this powder. It just shows how much I've been using it lately. I mean, that is like one thing I never have trouble hitting pan on my pressed powders. Also, if you hear Josh talking, he's in his office next door, like in the room next to me. And I think he's currently in a meeting or he's talking to one of his like work colleagues. I'm just taking like a little bit more of that powder on my sponge and just using that underneath my eyes to set this under eye concealer. I find that like if I use a dampened sponge with this powder, it helps it to not look as drying on the under eye area. I'm going to go ahead and prime my eyelids before I do my eyebrows just so this primer can be drying. But I'm just using the Hard Candy Longwear eyeshadow primer. With this eyeshadow primer, I find that it keeps my eyeshadows lasting all day. It helps to make them a little bit more vibrant and it keeps them from creasing. So I really like this one. I know that the drugstore has a lot of great options, but this is the newest one to my collection. And now it's like, I'm going to use this up before I purchase another one. So we'll have that one for a good while. Maybe a few years, who knows. I feel like it takes forever to get through eyeshadow primer. Do you guys feel like that? For my brows, I'm just going to use my e.l.f. Clear Brow Gel and my Milani Brow Fix Brow Kit, the dark powder, in this little kit. And just going to brush my eyebrows up. I don't know if you can hear my stomach, but I was drinking some peppermint tea and I feel like you can hear my stomach moving around now after drinking that. But I love peppermint tea this time of year. And I just like peppermint tea. Sometimes like after I eat, I feel like it just helps my stomach to not feel like too full. And I don't know. I know that it's supposed to help with like digestion, peppermint. But I just love peppermint tea. It's so good. It's like I'm not much of a tea drinker in the summer, but I do love tea in the fall and winter, especially winter. And I'm a coffee drinker year round. Like I love coffee so much. And I probably should cut back on my coffee consumption sometimes. I'm just going to be using my Milani Silky Matte Bronzer. I know like a few Get Ready With Me's back, I used this again for the first time because most of this year I was mainly focusing on using my Charlotte Tilbury bronzer. So I hadn't used this one in a good while, but then I came back to this. And in that video, I was like, I don't know if I really like this. Like I've been into more warm toned bronzers. But back then, I still had a little bit more of like my summer tan. And now, since I've lost basically all of my summer tan, now I'm actually enjoying this one again. This is in the shade 02 Sunkissed. And it's a good cool toned bronzer. But it's not like too overly cool tones like where it looks bruisey. Like it does have like a little bit of warmth to it, but it's just not quite as intense as some of the other bronzers I was using. Like that Charlotte Tilbury one is a little bit more warm than this and a little bit more intense. But yeah, I do love the Silky Matte Bronzer. It's such a good formula. Blends out so nice. And I really like the shade on it. So, I mean, maybe like next summer, I might pick up like shade 3 in this if it's like a little bit more warm. So, I don't know. Do any of you guys use, I'm sorry, I got choked up. Do any of you guys use shade 3 in the Silky Matte? If you do, let me know in the comments if it's more of like a warm tone or if it's cool toned. I'd be curious to know if it's like a little bit more warm. I'm going to go ahead and do my eyeshadow and then I'll come back and do like my blush and highlight and we'll figure out what lipstick I want to wear today. But I know on my channel, I've been mostly doing a lot of wearable looks, so it's like maybe I should do like a more colorful look today just to, you know, experiment with some different things. But I'm not for sure. I know one time I did a look with Pro Pigment, like with the purple and like this gold, and that look turned out really pretty, but I'm not even for sure exactly what I did to get that look. But I think I might try to attempt to do that look again, or a look similar to that. So I'm going to go in first. And it's like, that's the only thing about Pro Pigment. It does not have a good, like, warm mid-tone brown. Like, this brown here is more cool-toned. And I really want something a little bit more warm-toned than that. So I'm thinking I might use the Chocolates palette and go in with this shade Likeable in the crease. And then we'll come back to Pro Pigment. So I don't know, we might use like a combination of both of these palettes today. And I'm just blending this shade in the crease with my Morphe M513 brush. And I just realized that I needed to fill my eyebrows in with my powder. I did not do that step, so I guess we'll do that after I get done with the shadow. I was waiting for my eyebrows to dry from the brow gel while I was doing my bronzer. Then I totally forgot to go back and fill my brows in. I mean, but I will say my brows are pretty thick. Like, they don't really need to be filled in that much. And then I guess I'm actually going to use this Color in Sugar on my brow bone in this Chocolates palette. I mean, who knows? Maybe we're going to end up using the Chocolates palette today and not Pro Pigment. Do you guys still have these palettes, and do you still use them? Do you still like them? Are there other Profusion palettes that you guys have in your collection that you like? Like, should I pick up some other palettes from Profusion? And I don't know. I mean, I feel like it's like one of those brands that was super popular in like 2017, or no, maybe it was like 2018, 2019. It was a really popular brand, but I feel like since I've been away from YouTube and now that I've come back, I never hear anybody really talk about Profusion that much. And does Target still sell Profusion in store? Like, I don't know. I don't have a Target close to me, so I don't go to Target a whole lot. I do love their shadows, though. They are such great quality, and like these palettes are extremely affordable. Like, I think for one of these palettes, it's like $10 for this big palette, and like the shades are so nice in this. Like, to me, this is like ColourPop quality. Okay, so now we're gonna go over to the Pro Pigment, and I'm gonna use some of this shade in Disco in my crease, but I'm gonna focus this a little bit more in the crease. So I think, let's see, I'm gonna use my Sigma E45 blending brush. And I'm just focusing that like closer to the crease. And then I'll go back and kind of blend this out a little bit more. Pep Pep, is that you? Were you chomping your teeth? Okay, and then I'm gonna go back with this blending brush, nothing added to it. Just gonna blend the edges of that purple. Do any of you guys wear like colorful makeup looks like in your everyday life very often, or are you mostly like a neutral eyeshadow like wearer? Do you wear eyeshadow that much? Like, let me know in the comments like if you like colorful looks or if you're more into natural or neutral eye looks. I mean, I feel like for me anyway, sometimes I like to watch other YouTubers do colorful looks, even if I wouldn't wear them, just because I feel like it's kind of entertaining to see somebody like come up with a look that I wouldn't normally wear, or, you know, it's just like maybe I would never even think to combine those colors. So are you guys like that? or do you just like watching things that you would actually wear like in real life? And I'm just going back with that blending brush. I feel like whenever Josh is actually home and I'm filming, every time he's in a meeting. I don't know how that works out, but it just does. And I think I'm going to grab some of Go Girl, shade right here. And I'm also putting that on the Sigma E45. I'm just trying to like deepen that up. Like, if I had to pick my favorite eyeshadow brush of 2023, it would be the Sigma E45. Like, it is just such a good brush for, like, being precise in the crease like this. And with that tapered, like, edge on it, it also does a good job of, like, pulling some of that color up into the crease, but not, like, blending it too far out. Okay, I don't know what just happened there, but like my camera just shut off. So hopefully that didn't cut anything I was saying off. But I'm getting ready to probably use this shade on the lid. I was debating between that and maybe another shade out of the Chocolates palette. Okay, yeah, I think I'm going to use Shimmy, which is this gold shade right here. With this shade, I think I'm definitely going to have some fallout. So what I'm going to do is I just packed a lot of that shade on the brush there. And then I'm just going to mist it with a makeup setting spray. That's just going to make sure that the shadow does not like fall anywhere. And it's also going to help this shade to be a bit more intense. But yeah, that gold is like a little bit more chunky, shimmery. It's a really pretty combination with that purple. Oh gosh, I just got fallout. I thought I was going to be good since I had misted my brush, but... But yeah, it looks really beautiful against the purple. Complementary colors. Okay, I'm going to grab some of Devoted, which is that color. Using the Sigma E45 still. And I'm going to pull some of this here in the outer V area, just to kind of create more of like a cat shape and to kind of deepen that out here. And I'm also taking some of that like right above the gold shade, just to also like chisel that out a little bit more, like deepen it up a little bit more. I am going to go in with my bronzer with this Silky Matte. I'm just using my Morphe M573. And I want to blend this out more. I'm going to grab some of Bordeaux on my Sigma Pencil E30. And I'm going to smoke that out here on the lower lash line. I want this to be like a little bit more like defined out here. So I'm going to go with some more Devoted on the Morphe M433. I think I just need that to be a little darker out there in the outer V. Yeah. It's also like another reason why I like to do my eyeshadow before my foundation sometimes, is just so I can like really clean that up so things don't get like too far down on me. Then for the inner corner, what do I want to do? I'm going to go in with some Atomic. I'm just going to pop that right here in the inner corner. I feel like this look is definitely more of a spring look than a winter look, but you know, hey, we can just brighten our winter days with this look. All right, now I'm going to go back to the brows, and I'm using my Milani Brow Fix Brow Kits. Okay, and I'm going to go back with my brow gel and just kind of brush my eyebrows up again, blend everything. Okay, I think I'm going to use this peachy blush today, and this is in Peach Primrose. It's one of the Flower Beauty Flower Pots blush. So pretty. All right, and then I'm just taking my sponge, blending that out, and I think I'm actually going to pop some of this color in the crease. I feel like there's so much blending that has happened with this eyeshadow, but whenever you're doing colors like this, that is the key to get it to look really good, is just a lot of blending. I'm going to use this Milani highlight in Dulce Perla. I kind of feel like I might have to switch back to my Ode chair, because like this one that I'm sitting in, it like cracks, and that just annoys me to no end. So I'm just going to lightly apply the highlight. I feel like if you haven't noticed that before, now you're not going to be able to unhear it in the videos if my chair makes that little noise. A little bit on my nose. There. Okay, and then I'm going to mist my face with the e.l.f. Make It Mist and Set. And then I will do my mascara and then figure out what I'm going to use on my lips today. I'm just going to curl up my lashes.
Pep Pep, are you waking up? Lip Peps. Lip Peps.
She's out of it. And then I'm going to use my brown mascara today. This is the Maybelline Lash Sensational Sky High mascara in True Brown. So I'm just going to do several coats of this, and then I'll come back and we'll figure out what lipstick I'm going to use today. Okay, and I'm thinking like a peachy nude would look really pretty with this look. So I think I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink in Seductress. Some nice ASMR sounds. Now it's not doing it. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. If you did, give this video a thumbs up so I know to film more videos like this in the future. And I hope that you guys are having a good Christmas. Well, I guess it's after Christmas, but I hope that you all had a great Christmas and that you're going to have a happy new year. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.
You shouldn't doubt yourself, 'cause you're a work of art.